Hi fam, so the other day I attended the Garnier Masterclass and we were taught so many things about the skin, of which I want to share with you guys. So first I'll let you guys watch and listen to what we were taught. Of course I didn't record everything. Then at the end I'll give you guys a summary. So make sure to watch until the end. Thanks.
Whether it's pigmentation or acne, always start with basics before you build up. Always a cleanser, and this one now include a toner and a moisturizer, and you should have a sunscreen across. So what's up? It's not there, but you should cut across. So this is the advanced. If I were to go back to the other slide, you can see the kind of exfoliator we have. Different from pigmentation, isn't it? And this one, if you look at it, it has clay. And clay is a gift from Mother Nature that dries out the skin without over excessively drying, because it has minerals to target those dark spots. And later on, you have to protect your skin so that the already pigmented skin starts to heal and you don't develop any more pigmentation. You can always advance this onto nitrate products, yeah? Because they sink in deeper to your skin more quickly and they're easily absorbed. So they really work very fast compared to a moisturizer which sits on top of your skin, right? So you infuse serums, you infuse exfoliators. We have our charcoal mask, and charcoal as an ingredient and salicylic acid really purify your skin, which is what you want, yeah? You want to continually exfoliate so you purify your pigmentation. And of course, hydration. So you add on hydration, but still hydration that contains things that are working for your pigmentation. And you can pick anything with vitamin C, and the Even Mat has that for you. On to the next slide. Now let's go to skin diseases. We looked at skin types, conditions, now it's diseases. Don't confuse conditions with diseases, right? Diseases, what does it mean? It means you can get cured, right? Or you can live with it, but you can maintain it. That's a disease, right? So in diseases, we're going to cover one specific one that's ravaged everybody, which is acne. You need to do a hormonal test, right? Depending on where mostly the acne is focused on, so that you can balance it out. Because you find when you have this kind of acne, what happens? You're more stressed. And the more you're more stressed, what happened? Cortisol is more produced, and then there's more oil. So you only get worse. If you're focused on your face, maybe you have an event, and you're so stressed, what happens? It never gets better. It only becomes worse because you're really stressed. You need to calm down because you're producing all these stress hormones and they're making things worse. So you need to learn to breathe. Breathe from the inside, calm down, let the stress go away, and then later on do more. Or it doesn't seem to go away on those specific locations because it's accompanied by something underneath, all right? Something internal. Yes, Tracy?
So then if your combination, do you have to use like an oily thing, like products for oily skin here, and then here, like how do you manage the different
She's gonna answer that. Yes, Joy.
Okay, so for me personally, I do that. Like I map out depending on like the levels how much oil I produce. So like for example, I masked this morning, the charcoal mask to like take out all the extra oils that I'm producing, and I made sure to focus it like just in this area, my eyebrow, my nose, and underneath my chin. And that's why and also because my issue is I discovered when I do that way, I'm able to like target the areas that I'm producing too much oil, but not drying out the rest of my face. But I do have days where I'm a lot oilier here, but then the dry spots are also becoming very oily. So I just mask the entire area. Yeah.
Okay. And then if you have dry skin,
The oil. So you can use that, but specifically 2 to 3 times just to cover those areas. So it's a key thing. Get to love your skin. The more you love your skin and understand it, you learn how to take care of it. You hear Joy talks very passionately, like she knows this and this corner and that corner is like this and like that. You need to be at par in that kind of manner. Sawa. And you will see, the more you're at par, it's like when you get to know somebody more, what happens? You can fart around them, isn't it? When couples get married, the first thought when they're dating, what happens? You'll almost even know dating. And be specific. This is hydrating, but what does it have? It still has more pure charcoal. So you see, you're very definite in your skincare Yeah? You look, that's the spot and I'm shooting right through. That's how you need to be. Alright? Now, moving on. Let's come to skin diseases. I wanted to cover this. This is fungal acne. The other one we looked at is normal acne. It's not acne vulgaris, like if you're to look at it scientifically, which is your normal pimples or breakouts in simple language. But we just have a very small red bumps, spots on your forehead, chin and the sides of your face because of baby hair, right? Is it acne that doesn't respond to treatment? Irritated by hair follicles? You have your hair this way and that way, it becomes more. Is it that? Is it get to know? I know there's our brand manager. I had to anyway. Please.
I
Tell us
have a
your
question.
Yes.
Just to clarify.
Yes.
So I put the shampoo on my face. Can I answer?
All right. We have people like that.
Okay,
Yes,
let me
Tracy.
answer. So, like, you know when you have the dress.
If acne is so ravaged, go to a dermatologist. They'll put you on internal thing, but you have someone externally to help you. Or even an external thing, but not used for too long. When you stop, then you incorporate the skin routine. And then supplementing. This is whereby you find many products like our products, they have what? Zinc, right? Rich supplements. But also if you're to take it internally, including vitamin C and zinc, you see your organ acting up better externally. Because this is an organ, right? So anything I take externally, it's going to show later on. So if I supplement with things that correct the skin, that help the skin heal, like supplements, then you will have an add-on. It's an add-on benefit, yeah? So it's a routine and also incorporating supplements. And of course, TLC, or you clean, apply products correctly and protecting it. And this is a key thing, and that's why I say it's tender loving care. When you're cleansing your face, you find people use face towels, people are abrasive. A cleanser is enough to cleanse you. You just need to wet your face, put enough, lather it, massage gently, TLC, okay? You just massage nicely, not too long, then you rinse off. If it's a product, our skin is elastic. It actually resolves, gravity, it drools with time, isn't it, when you lose elasticity? So apply your product every time, going up in nice circular motions. But then you have to, don't be too abrasive, because abrasive will only make any condition worse. And of course, protect it from the sun. Because with sunscreen, and we'll talk more about it, then you protect it from the UV rays and all the free radicals that are in the environment that damage the skin.
Can I say something before
Yes.
we use the sunscreen? This is just what I noticed for me is over applying. Like, you know, they had a little drop. So usually I'm supposed to just like take a little drop, like fill it until like the drop is full, and that's what you're supposed to apply. So during that 1 week that I lost my damn mind, I literally was doing 3 of those, like for every single session, because my brain said, like, it can just get better. So what happened is, it got worse because I started freaking out because my entire forehead was just like, ooh, we're doing a lot. And then my nose was like, hey, gonna see them. And then my chin was just like, let's go. And I had like really bad breakout for like a week. And then it took me a while to be like, am I stressed? No. Am I this? No. As I was putting on like my third drop for the day, then I was like, oh, too much product. And as soon as I went back to the old routine, my skin cleared up and it went back to normal. So don't be me. Don't decide because now we have extra cheap masks and they're affordable. Let's do twice a day and then let's do drops like 4 times a day. Just, you know, go with caution.
That's a really good point Joy has brought over, yeah? Because even some of these products will do them, you know, they're highly concentrated. So that's why we always say a small amount always goes a long way. And even if you're on medication, what do the dermatologists tell you? Use a pea size and then you build up. If you were to use the entire hand, what would happen? More breakouts, flakiness would increase and everything. So that's a really, really important point. Sawa. Even the if you were to put on too much, if you're like me, I'll definitely be more oily. So you know. Yeah? Alright, good. Now let's interject. There's one thing. We've all been saying SPF, sunscreen. And I wanted us to talk more about it. And why it's the one product none of you should ever miss. Yeah? There's been a notion going on because, you know, we're African, we don't rap. So we have enough melanin, we don't need sunscreen because we think sunscreen is there to protect you from the sun. Isn't it? So you only use it when you're going to coastal, when it's very sunny. That's the only time you use sunscreen, isn't it? But that's the wrong notion. Now let's learn more about it. Each and every time you buy sunscreen, what is it always written at the back? It's always written SPF. Who can tell me what SPF stands for? No, I don't that back row. Not that one. I have yes, please. Sun protection factor. And do you know what that means? Can you elaborate for us? Okay, but it's fine. He defined it, right? So it means sun protection factor. And you'll find many of times when you look at them, what do they have? It's always SPF 30, SPF 50, SPF 100. Joy was 100. And what's the notion we normally have? We think if you use SPF 100 or even SPF 50, it's better than 30. Isn't it? Because it's like stronger. But you see, each and every time SPF 50 right now, scientifically I can tell you, it protects 98% of UV rays. SPF 30 protects 96, like 97 actually. So the percentage is 1. Is that much of a difference? 30 protects 97, 50 protects 98. Really, what's the difference? They're all 90s, 97, 98. There's not much of a difference. Is there? There isn't. There is, for me there isn't. And you
higher numbers.
And majority of times there's none that protects you 100%. Let me tell you. It's always 98 is the best. It can only go as best as 98. And it's protecting you from what? UV rays. And UV rays, either UVA or UVB, are present if there's light. Let there be light. So during the day, even in very cold seasons, the UV rays are present. There's no sun, but the UV rays are present. Yes, they're present. Even some lights that are very strong, they have very strong chemicals. When they reach 50, if you go to Pale River Road or System Mafuta, I don't know if everybody has passed there, they have these dark patches right here. Sun damage that came over time. But if you met them in their 20s and 30s, those people are fly. They were maybe light and bleach and looking nice, and they're thinking they've got it. But later on, you see the repercussions. And those kind of pigmentation caused by sun damage are so severe and strongly accumulated over time, they don't go away as easily. Okay? It's not like an acne pigmentation whereby it only formed after the first 6 months. It will go away within the next 6 months as well, comparatively. But if it's been there accumulatively for a long time, yes, Tracy, I'm coming to you, even it going is going to be bad. You want to interject?
No, I was just going to ask, how do you, like, you have to go do like those test things to see whether you have sun damage?
You can go and have this done, but I only wanted to put this there so that you guys can see. If you met these two ladies, this is like an ultrasound on your skin.
Yeah, you have to go to the machine and
yes.
say, okay.
Like this, you rarely see sun damage. Yeah? Not unless it's been accumulating. Yeah? You can see some pigmentation. Unless when you're having pigmentation, if it's not from a scar or maybe previous acne, if you're starting to get pigmentation, it means you're not protecting yourself enough from the UV rays. If you're just seeing it and it's purely pigmentation, it's right here or elsewhere. Most of the time it's here. The area close to your eye area, because it's the thinnest.
And then it's getting worse.
Yes, it does get worse, right? So SPF, as I say, the 30 thing. Yes, Alvin?
Today is overcast. I still need to apply.
The sun is outside.
There's light.
So is the UV rays.
It's all about the UV rays.
You're such a man.
It's all about that. And they're present if there is light. That's the concept. So the SPF factor now comes in. It's just the amount of time that sunscreen, can protect you for in terms of time. And scientifically, they put across time, which is 10 minutes. So you take your 30, you multiply by 10, what do you get? Quick math. So you get 100 minutes, divide that by hours. How many hours do you get?
I know, again, people say black don't crack, blah, 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 blah. It does, it just takes longer. But when you are wearing sunscreen, and let's say you're on post and you know you're not going to be wearing makeup and you're willing to reapply it, Wear it like white people do. Don't be shy. One of my friends didn't know how man, she's like, oh, this is doing. And I was just like, what? Wear it like a white woman and a white, like you know when you see them on the beach and it's like, and then they just walk away and you're just like, you missed a spot everywhere. That's how you're supposed to wear it. Because the thing is about sunscreen, when you leave it on for like less than 5 minutes, you know your body absorbs it. Like the whiteness that you see completely disappears. And that way you have a lot better protection than if you're just like, because I don't want white cast. That's not doing much. And also just one more thing, whatever you do to your face, do to your neck and chest. People forget that. Perfect example, if you ever watch any of the Raw Housewives or anything, specifically the white ones, you will notice, of course they've had work done to their face. But you'll always notice that there's a very big difference between what's happening here up and what's happening here down, especially with the cleavage area. We lose elasticity over time. The skin, the wrinkles, the freckles, it happens. Discoloration due to sun damage. So whatever you do to your face, you do to your neck and chest. And when I say that, I mean, you don't necessarily have to be like, okay, now I have to work on the serums here. It's not that. It's whatever you've done here, you just bring it all the way down. And you do that on a daily basis. Because over time, this part has been given all the love and everything, and then here, you're aging like a raisin. And the stories are not matching. And it happens to black people as well. So whatever you do to your face, do to your neck and chest.
Okay. Thank you, Joy. So now we know better, right? When it comes to sunscreen. Can we come to the questions and answers after? Because we're just winding up. Then we can have the questions and answers, right? Save them, right? So we are going to be using sunscreen every day. And we use it correctly. And each and every time what I'm going to say in terms, so we can just go back, yet to the skincare myths. We can just talk a little bit more about skin, and UV rays, specifically what I'm talking about. That's the number one thing ages you. You will age biologically, okay? So you're predisposed to aging because of course you're producing less cells, less collagen. But the one thing that can accelerate aging is always the UV rays and the UVB rays that comes with time before. Get there in the light. Stronger when it's sunny and also when it's very cold. If you ever travel to this part of Kenya in North Kenya and Nyuru, where it's really colder, and you go there and you observe the women there. They've not been on any harsh chemicals, but the area around here is always darker. That is sun damage, or UVB and UVA damage, accumulatively over time. That's what you want to avoid. You don't want to be putting the patch here. You look like you're 60 or 70, isn't it? So let's avoid that. The premature aging that makes skin look more older than it's supposed to be. It's okay, you can grow older, you can be 70, but you look properly 70. You look properly 30, you look properly 40. You're not getting your age and you're like, what? You look that old? Yeah? So please, sunscreen is a thing. Now let's go to a fun part. I'm going to invite Betty to come and help us with this fun part. And this is a very interactive session. Before we go to the practical bit, even you join. Yes, we're gonna be here. Are you okay? All right. So, I want you guys to tell me what's the craziest thing you've ever done to achieve good skin? Like the craziest. The craziest. Like you're like, what? I want to do this. Imagine I want to do this. I want hands. I want people to tell me.
Goodness. Where I've done the most with the skin.
Right over there. Please. Yeah, take out your mic.
Hi. So I think the craziest thing I've ever done is probably putting lemon and turmeric on my face because I heard that it removed dark patches of my skin. So I did it and then my skin got burnt. So I dried out and then I wasn't taking a lot of water. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, many people use lemons, right? Thinking, oh my god, it's filled with all these vitamins, it's gonna help me. Somebody else, something crazy.
I don't know what made me think that this is going to be a good idea when it comes to the internet. I used mentholated spirit on my skin and mentally So I saw on the internet it was like, oh my god, it's good for exfoliation, good for skin. And then I just used to put it like on a function pad and then, like toning.
Yeah.
Okay. And like the first feeling, I was like, it's working. It wasn't working. I burnt, and my skin barrier was completely compromised. So I had to stop with them. And also using like Garnier foods.
For exfoliating, right? I've done that. I have completely done that. I used to do that. Like, as an entire family. The mom is there, and then I'm following her, everybody, my sister. Yeah, somebody else, please. Anything.
For me, I wanted an event skin tone, so I went and used honey and also mixed with turmeric. Yeah, but I didn't see any difference.
I'll share mine. Once we went on a trip and I left my toners. I was 25 at the time. And then I was just like, see, what can we see? Oh! So I went straight back down. It didn't work, in case you're curious.
Imagine, people have done crazy things, right? I once read some black women, they would take a baby's diaper, you know, in the morning and it soaks the urine.
Yeah,
Like,
somebody
it's
told
urine,
me
it's acidic,
use
it's
your
skin,
urine in the
and they
morning.
just put the baby
Actually,
diaper
and when you wake
on
up,
the face.
when you go to
Let
pee,
it
you
crack.
just use
They are meat.
out your face.
You
And I
can
was
be
like, where?
meat.
No, I haven't.
Right?
Like in water.
This thing of female sperms working, right?
Okay, can I just say?
It's maybe.
Wait.
Oh my God! Don't say that. Don't call it that.
So,
I'm
the
representing.
baby urine thing, I get the concept. It's not the urine, it's because the baby is drinking breast milk. It's the breast milk that the skin reacts well to. They processed it. They processed it. I don't know why, because they just use breast milk. So the people also use breast milk for babies who have eczema and it really works really, really well, right? Outside of that, not necessarily the male sperm, but I know a lot of brands that make serums using sperm of certain animals, such as whale sperm. And it's really good because of it has like something in the protein. Look at the men, they're like, yes. I've been saying this for years. You know what I'm saying? No, but it's actually true. There's a protein within sperm that is this alive?
Yeah.
Okay, it's science. There is a protein within sperm that is apparently really, really good when it comes to skin rejuvenation and hydration of the skin. But you can also just, use a vitamin C serum and
This is called facial.
Imagine how whales are. Some are already in water and how big they are. Is it when they are mating?
Where would we get the sperm of the whale?
Someone is just in the water.
Waiting for the whale.
All this means, right? Crazy things in your kitchen. And you can't even use anything on your kitchen most of the time.
Colgate.
First you think it's working and then all of a sudden,
I never used to have big pimples and my skin used to be like becoming total until like last year.
Wow.
I applied some foundation and then I think I reacted to it. Now it started on the forehead and my cheeks were very clear.
And then
Over time it went to the face. And then I started a skin routine earlier because now people started telling me use Colgate. I use Colgate still. Used to do egg white, I don't see anything. Use lemon, I don't see anything. Then I was like, yo, I don't see anything.
I used to do that too, but the white one. I felt like the white one was the best one. Because you put it there in the sleep.
Yeah, but I don't know what's wrong with the cheese.
But she's telling me. And then I'm also obsessed with chili, so I had fungal acne. This is like the many pimples that normally showed you. I had so many of them up here, and then my face would look inflamed and inflamed.
Same, I've started my nursing all over to Sunday. I started thinking, well, I'm using all these products like the whole
so I get so
team,
conscious,
but these things are
and then
not
we had
clearing.
this event. So the night before, I decided, you know what? I'll mix the Colgate and the chili sauce and put it on my forehead. And I was hiding because I knew my mom would tell me this is crazy, it's not going to work.
So she found me at 4 a.m. I was crying. I had chili sauce in my eyes. My face was swollen. So that just goes to show that a lot of the things that we use on our skin, the natural, like the things that are in your fridge are not for your skin. You don't put directly on your skin. So I think that's why Naomi is here to sort us out.
You can eat them, you'll see the benefits, it's vegetables, but don't put them on your skin. Even vitamins, I know they say it's from lemons, anything citric, and then I think this is a pineapple. See, this is an orange. So I can make my own vitamin C. And most of the times it's how they go and take it from the leaves, you know, specific places where they can collect the vitamin C. It's not just you taking it and grabbing it. Yes, Paris?
So, just a quick question. Yeah? She mentioned nothing in the fridge is supposed to be on your skin, so kind of tinkered the thought in my mind.
Yes.
What about the cucumbers I see people place in their eyes? Any value to that?
Well, cucumber is just infused with a lot of water. So they only do it for the eyes to cool it off, isn't it? You get very baggy eyes and inflamed eyes. A cucumber is just there to do that. It doesn't do anything more apart from just that. Yeah, so that's okay. That's okay. It's on the eye area. Okay, now we can go to testimonials. And as we do this, we have a practical session. In front of you, see there are some very beautiful mirrors, a few products. There's a very nice consultation card that just helps you to dig in. Now you see skin types. You've seen conditions. You can be able to know, okay, I think I'll leave you there. So these are the characteristics, and you can tick that, right? So when you leave here, I want you to go knowing your skin type. If you have a condition, what are your stress levels? Just tick that. So that you know
supposed to check this, check acne.
So before we talk about testimonials, we'll interject, not just go back, we'll interject, and just on the testimonial, testimonial is fine. And on that, we're going to have a, let me give you a hand here. Do you need me to hold it for you? Ah, good.
Okay, so for me, I usually always have 2 different kinds of micellar water on my makeup table. Always. So there's an oil-based one, which is this one, which is my forever go-to when I'm wearing makeup. So when I'm wearing makeup, I always start off with the oil-based one because it helps break apart all the makeup, breaks apart the mascara, any eyeliner, all that stuff. And then the vitamin C one, I usually tend to use on days, like when I'm washing my face at the end of the day, I usually start off with that to remove any of the buildup or anything that I've had during the course of the day, right?
So do you see how Joy is going? She started at the nose and she's circularly going up in a clockwise manner. She doesn't go like this. She goes up. So can we follow suit? I want us to do it. Today we are coming out of here with very glowy skin.
Yes.
Yeah? So if you're comfortable, if you put your makeup in 3 hours, we completely understand. We completely understand. So you see? And the thing with micellar water, and I'm going to interject, it's the one product whereby you can be used, you don't need to use micellar water only if you use makeup. That's a misconception. And that's why men are not going to be using micellar water because they're thinking it's for makeup. But it's there to cleanse your skin without you needing soap or water. And many a time soap and water, what do? They disrupt your pH, and that's your skin barrier. So micellar water is an additional plus if you use it as a cleanser. And it works so well, like a magnet, attracting a coin to remove the dirt and excessive oil without stripping you, dry, and leaving you very clean. And you'll find after using micellar water, the skin doesn't feel dry, isn't it? Right now, do it practically. And let's get these beautiful shots. So learn to love your face. Look in that mirror and know you love that face. You gotta love that face. That's the only face you're gonna have. That's the only skin you're gonna have. You're not gonna get another one. Yeah? So love it. Love it. Okay.
And I just want to show you, I washed my face this morning, took a shower and everything. So even when people say, I haven't worn makeup today, so I'm just gonna go to sleep. This is like what the thing looks like after just a couple of hours of being outside. So now imagine if you did not wear makeup all day, you've been running errands, you've been doing all that. You have buildup that still happens. You'll get dust on your face, you get just everything still happens to your face. So that's why I still believe in doing whatever skincare routine works for you, doing it twice a day, especially to leave the house. Don't get me wrong, if I'm in the house and if I take a shower that week, that would be good. But if I leave the house, I still make it a point to do it twice.
All right, so we have, yes, please.
I have a question.
Yes,
I've been seeing a lot about washing your face once a day, something about stripping your skin and pores. So is that a thing, or okay? Ideally, what I had is wash your face in the evening at the end of the day, and in the morning just quick cream and then the day cream. Is that something
So you like asking everybody? I don't have football.
Okay, so my question is, I've been seeing TikToks about washing your face once a day, especially for people with oily skin. So they were recommending you wash your face at night, at the end of the day, but in the morning you just rinse your face and go. So yeah, is that something you'd recommend? That's question one. And two, washing your face with hot water, cold water, or like warm water.
Good questions. I love that. So I want to answer each of the first questions as you guys are finishing to cleanse your faces. This is my take. So in the evening, you've done your routine very well. You put your serum, moisturizer, and you're on to bed, isn't it? And then people will sweat at night. And then now in the morning, you come and you just rinse off with water. So you still have some product left. And then what happens? You add more moisturizer and sunscreen. So your skin, you have all these layers and you can easily clog. And once it clogs, what does it mean? A breakout. Peels, right? I know you guys have been seeing tissue masks. You've seen our hydroball tissue masks, right? These ones, these bigger ones, right? Very famous, very highly used. Now introducing the ampules, this smaller one, depending on the one you bought, they are all very hydrating. They are all very good in terms of, and of course it comes with different extracts, yeah, that we call different fruits and extracts. Watermelon, we have one for kale, and then we also have another one for, what's the other one that we have here? For vitamin C, for pineapple, right? The three of them. So now please open them. Please continue. Open them. We're going to be leaving them on.
I still the vitamin C one. That's personally my favorite. My skin just tends to always react to hot.
Alright, so this is vitamin C one. So open it. So it has a very nice place to cut it. You don't need scissors and other things, isn't it? You just tear it very correctly.
And it's usually very quick.
Yeah. So you see how she's uncovering? Don't put the front at the back. Don't put the front at the back.
How do you know?
How do you know?
The one is gonna back.
So
You want to use them for what's
Not the
in
front ni yenye ndani ndio iko protected so that it goes to the skin. I think yenye iko ndani is just supposed to go to the skin.
And she's laying very well on the faces of our couture. So can we all do the same? It's really okay. I love what I'm seeing. Oh, nice.
Oh, and also the way I told you whatever you use in your face, you use on your neck and chest. So you create whatever product I have got here.
Me, I'm that believer of squeezing everything. You see that paper? I'll go in with the hand and I'll scoop it on my ear. Everywhere I'm applying it. So just proceed, do it. It's very cooling. And this is the one product you can always leave in your normal fridge temperature, yeah, like at -40°C, just to give you that cooling sensation. Because sometimes that's when your face is very inflamed, skin barrier is destroyed. It just needs to be cooling, right? When you're stressed, what do you take? That's all you drink, right? I love it. Like I'm seeing people in the world. What is it called? Why are these party people wear masks? Yes. So this is just in 5 minutes. We're gonna see transformation.
You and me got a whole lot of meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you
Oh yeah. It's okay. But we have to do it from family show. Because I want to listen to that power. You know what? Anytime I listen to that song, I feel so powerful. You guys do feel flawless? Maybe someone in the comments, there's a person who said, I feel like a very strong, powerful woman and I'm a mom. But I listen to that part. And that's what I wanted to bring out. Yeah? When you look at yourself, clear face, I want you to see flawlessness, beauty. Yeah? You loving your skin as it is. 100%. Alright?
And also, just real quick, I've received a lot of questions when it comes to these specific sheet masks. Well, not these, but all the sheet masks, the hydrating ones. When you take off the mask, some people have asked, am I supposed to wipe off any residue that's left on my face? No, you're supposed to keep rubbing in it until it disappears, until it's gone. Because when you wipe it off, you kind of just take it off.
Yeah.
Don't wipe what you need to do. That mask is gonna be in your face.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so don't wipe off
Nice.
any extra residue. Just massage it into the skin in a circular motion until you no longer feel like it's there. Your face is gonna feel a little sticky. Okay, me, I like it.
I have it. I'm just like, yeah. True that, alright? So we have the mask rubbed on, nicely absorbed. So the last part that follows, very basic, is our SPF. And this one has, of course, moisturizer. So it's a 2-in-1, yeah? It's a product that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So we need to go to the daily moisturizer. Yeah, it's a 2-in-1. It has the moisturizer and the sunscreen. And when you apply it, so you
flawless,
with sunscreen,
flawless,
my sunscreen,
flawless,
my skin,
flawless,
my skin,
flawless.
All right. So let somebody has testimonials. We're going to move to the last part of our event, where we have questions and answers, right? And we extensively. Today I was looking forward to really interact with people, even in a very personal way. But people who came here, they want to learn more. So I'll spare some time to do like a small consultation with just a couple of you. I can do all of you, just to get in depth for you to understand your skin, right? Just a couple of you. So if you came early, you're not just so far that came early, you're gonna have it, yeah? But it's really for you to feel like you want to. Sour. Yeah. So before I finish, and we can do the question and answers, as I told you as myself, and why I feel for me.
Exfoliation depends on the what kind of skin type you have. So for me personally, I do light exfoliation daily. And I realize that if I skip like 1 day or 2 days or something like that, I start getting first of all, I can feel like the dead skin accumulating here. And then after a while, I start feeling like it turns white. Because now it's not just being packed. And if I leave it alone, it's going to turn black. So the only thing you can do is just keep it clean. So always take care of it. It's like, where do you usually see blackheads the most on it? By which part of the face? Exactly.
Doesn't matter how much strong of a serum or vitamin C you use, yeah? You need to do an electrical, laser kind of treatment to have them removed. But I think if you have the right knowledge of removing them, I think they're beautiful, right? Because we also need to love our skin as it is. If you're born with freckles, please love it. It's not a concern, it's not a pigmentation. It's beauty, okay? So let's learn to do that. On to the next slide. Now we have products in the Garnier that are really helping with even.
So you guys have heard, and let's give a short summary of what we were taught. So the first thing before you start treating your skin, you have to know your skin type. There are various skin types. There is oily combination, dry and there is sensitive skin. If you want to know, you can wash your skin and let it dry. If it gets oily, it's oily. If it gets dry, it's dry. And if it gets oily in some regions and dry in some regions, it's combination. And if your skin reacts to any small thing, even if you touch it with a dirty finger, it reacts, your skin is sensitive. So yeah, you have to know your skin type. And for acne, you have to like visit a dermatologist before treating it, because you have like different types of acne, as you guys have heard. And if you're setting your skin routine, please start with the basics. Don't like build up by so many things and then start with the basics, and then you'll build up poly. So yeah, that's what we learned, and we went to have food, we had fun, and
Yeah. Honor. For me, where? Unajua Zari. Guy. Unajua Zari with the good hair. Guy, akiwa ni mrembo, oh my goodness. Hi, you look so good.
Thank you.
So that was basically my day, and I met celebrities that I look up to. I was so happy. We had fun, we were given good food, and this is just us going to eat and then going home. And then also I'd forgotten, there are like, we watch celebrities, we watch people, influencers with their skincare routines, and then we like emulate and start using the same skincare routine, and sometimes it doesn't work. The problem is not the product, the problem is probably you're treating her acne, and her acne might not be your acne. So get to know what type of acne you have according to the cause, what brought the acne, or you can visit a dermatologist to know what type of acne you have, and that way you'll be able to treat it correctly. You might be treating acne yako kama genetic, kumbe yako ni fungal, you get. So yeah, so I hope you guys have learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed my video as much as I enjoyed it. This was like so phenomenal to me, it was so iconic to me, and I want to thank God because it happened. And I love Garnier so much, and I wish you guys all the best. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll do an updated skincare routine for you guys so that you can like practice, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.